Hey guys, this is Civil Learning Online and I hope you all are doing well. And guys, today in this video I am gonna discuss about Runge-Kutta for simultaneous two equations. And guys, in the previous video I have discussed about Runge-Kutta second order, third order and fourth order method. If you haven't watched them, then I have dropped the link in the description. You can check them out. And guys, if you haven't liked this video, then do like, and without any further delay, let's get started. So guys, before starting the discussion on Runge-Kutta for simultaneous two equation, first of all we need to know what type of equations we may be given in the questions, and there are few formulas which we will be using to solve the numerical based upon this method. So let us first discuss about the type of equations which we may be provided in the question, and then formula, and then I will be adding an example based upon this method. So let us see how what type of equation are given here. So guys, in the question we may be given equation in the form of dy upon dx equals to f1 x y z. Means we will be given an equation dy by dx for in which we will have three variables x, y and z. Similarly, we will have another equation which is dz upon dx, and again it will be a function x, y, z. And guys, for this equation we may be given a condition, initial condition, that is y times x naught equals to y naught, and for this equation we may be provided with a condition, initial condition, that is z x naught equals to z naught. And now these two are the condition in which we will be provided the question. And now let us see how to find the solution, and for that we need to know the formulas, and here we go. For the solution of this dy by dx equation, we have formula k1 equals to hf1 bracket x naught, y naught and z naught. Similarly, for k2 we will have h f1 x naught plus h by 2 comma y naught plus k by 2 comma z naught plus l1 by 2. Here we will have k2 or y naught plus k1 by 2. Similarly, for k3 we will have h times f1 x naught plus h by 2 comma y naught plus k2 by 2 comma z naught plus l2 by 2. Similarly, for k4 we will have h f x naught plus h comma y naught plus k3 comma z naught plus l3. And for final value of k, we will have the final equation here, k equals to 1 by 6 times k1 plus 2k2 plus 2k3 plus k4, which is similar to the Runge-Kutta fourth order equations formula. And from here we will get final value of y1 equals to y naught plus k. And now for this equation we have formula for l1 equals to h f x naught comma y naught comma z naught. Similarly, l2 equals to h f2, this is f2, hf2 x naught plus h by 2 comma y naught plus k naught k1 by 2 comma z naught plus l1 by 2. Similarly, we will have l3 equals to hf2 x naught plus h by 2 comma y naught plus k2 by 2 comma z naught plus L2 by 2. Similarly, L4 equals to h f2 x naught plus h comma y naught plus k3 comma z naught plus L3. After calculating L1, L2, L3, L4, we need to calculate the small l. So small l will be 1 by 6 times L naught plus 2L2 plus 2L3. This is L1. L1 plus 2L2 plus 2L3 plus L4, and we will have Z1 equals to Z naught plus L. And these are the formula which we will be using for finding the solution of the two simultaneous equations by Runge-Kutta method. And guys, now let us solve an example based upon this method. So guys, here is the question. We are provided with the two equations, dy by dx equals to yz plus x. Similarly, dz by dx equals to xz plus y, where y0 equals to 1 and z0 equals to z0 equals to minus 1. And guys, here if we compare it with the given equation, here we will have x naught equals to 0. From here we will have x naught equals to 0. Similarly, y naught equals to 1 and z naught, this is our z naught equals to minus 1. And now let us begin the solution here. So write down here solution. So guys, we need to find out the value of k1 l1, k2 l2, k3 l3, k4 l4, and finally the k and l, and use it in the equation to calculate the final value for y1 and z1. And according to these formulas, let us solve this and find the value of k1 first. And the formula for the k1 is h f x naught comma y naught comma z naught, and a value of x naught, y naught and z naught are already here, so put it here. 0.1 f 0 comma 1 comma minus 1, and from here we will get minus 0.1, which will be the value of k1. And how we got this? We put the value of y equals to 0 here, sorry, y equals to 1 here, z equals to minus 1 here, and x equals to 0 here. So on solving this, we got a minus 1, and minus 1 is multiplied with 0.1, we get minus 0.1 here. Let me show you in the calculator here. What we need to do is put the value of x naught equals to 0 here, x naught equals to 0, and y naught equals to 1. So 1 multiplied by value of z is minus 1, and then add x and plus 0, we get minus 1, and minus 1 is multiplied with this 0.1, we get minus 0.1. Similarly, we need to calculate L1, and the formula for L1 equals to h f2, this is f1 f2 x naught comma y naught comma z naught, and we have the value of h equals to 0.1. This is assumed value of h equals to 0.1. If we were asked to find the value of y 0.2, in that case, first we will assume h equals to 0.1, and after calculating the value of y1, we will again proceed for the calculating the value of y2. And that time, when we calculate for y2, our this y 0.1 is added with 0.1 again, and it gets 0.2, and in that, and after that we will be able to find the value of y 0.2. If you have watched the Runge-Kutta method on the fourth order, my solution on Runge-Kutta method for the fourth order, you will clearly understand what I am trying to say here. And now put the value of x naught is 0 comma y naught is 1 comma minus 1. Now put this value in second equation, and we have x equals to 0, so z is multiplied with 0, 1 will get 0. See here, we have x equals to 0 here, so 0 times z is minus 1 and plus y, we get 1, and 1 is multiplied with 0.1, we get L1 equals to 0.1. Now guys, this is what the simultaneous equation, we are solving both equations simultaneously one by one. Now move for k2, and for k2 we have a formula, and I'm directly putting the value in the formula. You should copy the formula which I have discussed while beginning in the video and go thoroughly. So 0.1 f 0.05 comma 1 minus 0.1 by 2 comma minus 1 plus 0.1 by 2. On solving this we will get 0.1 f1 times 0.05 comma 0.95 comma minus 0.95, and on solving this we will get 0.1 times put the value of y, and the value of y is 0.95 times z. Value of z is minus 0.95 and plus 0.05 is the value of x here. Now solve this and we will get the final value of k2, which will be equals to minus 0.085. Similarly calculate the value of L2, and L2 formula is hf2 x naught plus h by 2 comma y naught plus k1 by 2 comma z naught plus L1 by 2. So put the value here 0.1 f2 0.05 comma 1 plus minus 0.1 by 2 comma minus 1 plus 0.1 by 2. So 0.1 f2 0.05 comma 0.95 comma 0.95. Solve this, put this value of x, y, z respectively in second equation, and we will get the value of L2 equals to 0.0902. Now time to calculate the value of k3, and we have formula for k3 I have already discussed previously. So h f1 x naught plus h by 2 comma y naught plus k2 by 2 comma z naught plus L2 by 2. Put the value 0.1 f1 0 plus 0.1 by 2 comma 1 plus minus 0.085 by 2 comma minus 1 plus 0.0902 by 2, and on solving this we will get the value of k3, which will be equals to minus 0.08641. Similarly calculate the value of L3, and L3 equals to h f2 x naught plus h by 2 comma y naught plus k2 by 2 comma z naught plus L2 by 2. Now put the value here for L3 0.1 f2 0.05 0.9575 comma minus 0.9049, and on solving this we will get the value of L3 equals to 0.09096. Similarly time to calculate the value of k4, and we have k4 formula for k4 equals to h f1 x naught plus h comma y naught plus k3 comma z naught plus L3. Put the value here 0.1 f1 0.1 comma 1 plus minus 0.08641 comma minus 1 plus 0.09096, and from here we will get the value of k4 equals to minus 0.073048. Similarly we have L4 equals to h f2 x naught plus h comma y naught plus k3 comma z naught plus L3, and from here put the value and we will get the L4 equals to 0.08226. So guys, now we are toward the end of this solution of this numerical. And now what we need to do is we have to calculate the final value of k, and after calculating value of k1, k2, k3, k4, which we have done a similar process we have done in the solution of the Runge-Kutta fourth order method. And the formula is 1 by 6 times k1 plus 2k2 plus 2k3 plus k4. Now put down the value here and we will get 1 by 6 times, simply I have solved it already, so minus 0.5158, and from here we will get k equals to minus 0.0859. Similarly we will have L equals to 1 by 6 times L1 plus 2L2 plus 2L3 plus L4, and from here we will get 1 by 6 times 0.54458, and it will be equals to 0.09076. Now put the value of k and L in the equation. We will have y1 equals to y0 plus k, and from here we will have 1 plus minus 0.0859, which will be equals to 0.9141, and z2 similarly z1 will be equals to z0 plus L equals to minus 1 plus 0.09076, which will be equals to minus 0.9092. And these are our final answer, and we were asked to calculate the value of y and z at x equals to 0.1, which we have done here. If we were asked to calculate the value of y and z at x equals to 0.2 or 0.3, then we need to repeat the same step, but what we need to do is we have to replace the x0 equals to x1. We need to replace x0 with x1, and similarly if we need to proceed up to 0.3, then we need to just replace x1 with x2. And these are the steps for finding the solution or solving the simultaneous equation, two simultaneous equations by Runge-Kutta method. I hope you enjoyed the today's lecture, and guys, see you in the next video. Till then, stay safe and take care of yourself.